Hey there, happy Wednesday to you today. I get to share with you Psalm 8. And as I was looking at the Psalm, I noticed it begins and it ends with the same word from the psalmist David. Lord our God, how majestic is your name in all of the earth. And I thought as I was looking at this Psalm, how often today do we really take the time and just look around to look at the mountains and look at the beautiful sunrise? Well, if you're an early morning person like Pastor Barbie and Pastor Mark, you might have that opportunity a lot more than someone like myself. I'm a night owl. But the sunrise is absolutely beautiful to see the way that God can create and mix the pinks and the oranges. It's gorgeous. Or the sunset, maybe even when you're sitting at the beach watching the sunset over the ocean, or the waves crash against the rocks. My favorite place is in Morro Bay, out on the rocks, when the waves come crashing up. And I think about his word, how far our sins are from the east to the west, how he remembers them no more. And to the bottoms of the pits of the ocean, I just think about how God just controls all of that. Or maybe you're a mountains person. You love to be up in the woods and smell the pine and the redwoods and the trees and hear the birds. And maybe that is where you notice God the most. Maybe it's just out on your front porch looking at your rose bush or a hummingbird taking some of the nectar out of one of your bushes. But taking that time to realize what God has done, all of the creation that he just puts into place daily that sometimes we just take for granted. And when I read Psalms 8, it helps me stop and realize the wonder in God. So I want to share that with you today. Lord our God, how majestic is your name in all of the earth. You have set your glory in the heavens. Through the praise of children and infants, you have established a stronghold against your enemies to silence the foe and the avenger. When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have set in place, what is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them. You have made them a little lower than the angels and crowned them with glory and honor. You made them rulers over the works of your hands. You put everything under their feet, all flocks and herds and animals of the wild, the birds in the sky and the fish in the sea, all that swim and the paths of the seas. Lord our God, how majestic is your name in all of the earth. Isn't God amazing? And then when he says that he created this, and thinking he gave this to us, he even gave animals to Adam to name. He didn't create them because he had to have them. He created them out of his glorious majesty and his wonder. So take a little time today to appreciate the beauty and the wonder that God has surrounded around you because of his love for you. You are blessed. Have a blessed day.